Hello, WAND members, students, and fellow faculty. My name is Pat Kempen. I'm a dietetics instructor at Mount Mary University in the grad and undergraduate programs. I'm also this year's WAND Professional Education Chair. Welcome to the WAND Conference Poster Bootcamp. Our objectives are to provide information on the WAND Conference Poster Presentation Contest and the process itself, to provide guidelines for how to construct a poster, especially if you just don't even know where to start. And lastly, to provide some tips and answer some common questions about this entire process. I want to also thank my fellow colleague, Dr. Dana Schuneman at Mount Mary University, for helping with the content of this video. So thank you to all who have already submitted posters. And if you haven't and you're wondering if you should, this is the place to be. Now you might ask, why should I submit a poster? It's a lot of work. I don't even know where to start. You have the opportunity to showcase your work and your passion to fellow registered dietitians from across the state. It's a huge networking event. A poster presentation looks great on a resume. You may already have a fantastic resume, but think of how a poster presentation can take you to the next level. So go to the WAND website, eatrightwisc.org, and register for one day at the conference and register for a poster application. You will find both of these in the drop-down entitled Events and Annual Conference. You will receive at the conference a freestanding poster board to put up your poster during the presentation time. So hopefully you said yes, but where do you start? I'd like to give some credit for the content of this video to the UW-Madison Writing Center, the library guides at Ithaca College, Thomas Aaron and Philip Bourne, and the UCLA Library. So what is a poster presentation? It advertises your project. It combines text and graphics. Remember, clarity of content and visual interest and accessibility. It gives us the key points. Who is my audience? Registered dietitians, dietetic technicians, and also other professionals too. Chefs will be there, food service directors, and professional speakers who speak all across the country. Remember that they are familiar with what you do, but they might not be familiar with the research process. Give your audience an idea about your motivation for this project and what is your passion. What should I do if I haven't finished my results yet? Include your results. If you have some preliminary results, include those. It might just be the timing of the conference and you might just not yet be done with your project. If you don't have any preliminary results, you can focus on projected results and what do you think they mean. Will the writing style be different than your research paper? Yes, it will. You need to simplify your wording from many words on a research paper to just the important bullet points on a poster. Sell your work in 10 seconds. After I've decided what to include, how do I design the poster? I've included some templates in this video for you to focus on. The first one, this gives you a basic idea on how to set up your poster in the 4 different most important areas on the poster. The next 2 templates show you 2 examples. This first one is a 3-column, and the second one is a 4-column. Both basically describing the same type of information, but it just gives you a little bit of detail and a little bit more information depending on what you're looking at. Notice the emphasis on the title. The title is really important because that's what's going to catch everyone's eye. And remember to include some white space. White space separates out each of the areas of content and lets your reader really read a section and decide what they're interested in. Now let's talk about putting together that poster. I've included a picture here of a poster that we submitted to the conference last year from Mount Mary. Now the photograph is not that good, but what I wanted to emphasize is we did get the poster printed at a professional printer. You do not need to do that. You can, but it will be completely acceptable if you use poster board. Very neatly tape the poster board together And also include parts of your presentation on that poster board in the 3-column or 4-column format. Include graphics. Make sure that you're printing the information in color. And again, if you neatly put the poster board together and neatly attach your information, that will be completely acceptable. So there's really many different ways that you can put together a poster to submit. How can you make sure that your poster is easy to read? Use a large font, and remember this rule of thumb. Make sure that 95% of the text on your poster can be read from 4 feet away. Have everyone look at it. Have your fellow students, your instructors, have fellow practitioners, your family and friends take a look at it and use this rule of thumb. And that's really going to help your poster to make a great impact. And then at presentation time, when you've been accepted and you're at the conference, how do you prepare? Make sure that you know your research. Go back and take a look at your paper and your results in your PowerPoint so that you have some details that you can talk to attendees about. Sometimes there's an awkward pause when audience members come up to your presentation. Of course, you want to introduce yourself, and maybe they'll want you to give you some highlights on what you wanted them to understand about your poster. Lastly, remember the impact of a poster goes a long way. It's not only at the conference, but beyond the conference. Have your contact information there as well, or maybe a business card, because you might want to continue to network with those that are at the conference. I hope I've answered many of your questions today, and I've given you a little bit more encouragement to enter a poster for the conference. I'm going to also include the templates that we've talked about today with this video. If you have any more questions, please feel free to contact me at Mount Muir University. My email is kempenp@mtmary.edu. Thank you for joining me today.